Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon all. Today we will give a presentation about SCADA SIM tool database station supply process PBLMK 2025-2A64P. Okay, next. Our team. So, my name is Febri Ngala Gunawan. I'm as a team leader and my task is PLC programmer. And my friend Yohanes Bagus Tejo as database. Next, Rizky Rohani Sregar as web application. Then Claudia Sringaringo as face reconnection. Okay, objective. So first, moving on to our objective, this project aims to implement a SCADA system on the SIM2 supply process station using the Schneider M241 PLC as the main controller. We will build a real-time data communication between the PLC and the monitoring system through Modbus TCP/IP or TCP/IP over Ethernet. We also integrate a webcam-based operator detection system as a safety requirement before the machine can start. To support remote monitoring and control, we develop a web application that functions as the SCADA HMI. In addition, we design an alarm system to detect faults in each machine sequence and notify the operator in real time. Okay, next will be explained to Johannes.
Okay, thank you, Febria. So the next topic is the topology of our system. First, from the machine to the Bagum bus is use hardwiring in two-way communication. Next is Bagum bus PLC and laptop connect to switch so that the three component can communication between using Modbus TCP/IP protocol. Next, from the laptop that use by Modbus to read the PLC, send data and get data from the Supabase. There are also another laptop that use for machine vision to detect operator. The laptop send data to Supabase, use HTTP protocol, and then the laptop streaming video to the cloud file tunnel using quick UDP internet connection, and then uh, and then link from the Cloudflare tunnel is used in the web to stream the video in the web. Next, from the Supabase to web is two-way communication use HTTP so that the web can get and send data to the database, and then the web is published to GitHub page. Okay, next. I will be explained by Fabrian.
Okay, thank you, Ernest. Next flowchart. So first, the initial check. The machine start at its initial position. Stopper 1 up, arm in counterclockwise position. Then the system checks if a pallet in on the conveyor. If no, alarm triggers. Pallet detected, we move on. Second, positioning the pallet. Operator press start. Stopper 1 goes down. Conveyor runs. Stopper 2 goes out. The system check if the pallet has stopped at stopper 2. Once confirmed, the proximity sensor detect. Third, the pick and place sequence. The arm move forward clockwise. The cylinder push the material forward. The arm move backward counterclockwise. And the vacuum gripper pick up the item. The arm then move forward again to place the item on the pallet before returning to its initial position. Um, for the reset and the repeat stopper to gas down, conveyor runs back, and the system checks whether the process is complete or needs to repeat the cycle. Okay. Next, program PLC. We have complete the programming for machine movement and the alarm system. Okay. Next.
Okay, next face recognition. First, we successfully developed a camera-based facial recognition system for operator identification, using OpenCV and a deep learning-based face recognition library. Second, the system is capable of detecting and recognizing registered operator in real time. So as soon as operators stand in front of the camera, the system immediately verifies their identity. Third, the detection results are integrated with the Superbase database, so operator data and detection times are automatically stored for losing data. And this feature is also connected to a web dashboard, allowing detection result to be monitored in real time. Next, this is the result. The dashboard display the MV status. The operator is verified, integrates in real time with the Superbase database. Next will be explained by Rizky.
Next, web application. The completed work is web dashboard successful developed and accessible via browser. Next, web dashboard integrate with the PLC, and then machine activity data automatically stored in the database, and live camera monitoring integrate into the web dashboard, and then database performance optimized for real-time synchronization, and the last remote start or stop machine control enabled via the web dashboard. Next. This is the result, the web dashboard interface, featuring a live camera for operator detection, start or stop button, and alarm display, real-time component status, and an activity log that record every event with a timestamp. Next.
Okay. Next, I will expand about the progress in database. The first one is we successfully developed a program to read coil and alarm data from the PLC. So in this point, we success to use PyModBus library to read and write coil to communication between the PLC and the database. The second one is successfully create a database to store machine activity. So in this point, we have created a table in the Superbase that contain the alarm system, the input from the web, and input from the machine vision. The third one is successfully transmit the reading from the PLC to the database. So after we read the coil from the PLC, we send the data to the Superbase using Superbase library. And the last one is successfully integrate the database with the web in near real time. So in this point, we have we have successfully create integration between the database and the web, and the delay from the sending data from the web to database is under 1 second. So the communication is near real time. Okay, next. Also, this is the display from the Superbase interface. We can see this in here. There are tables that contain the variable that can that input from the PLC or from the web and the value. Okay, next. So this is the demonstration. When the start button in the web doesn't press, okay. When the start button in the web doesn't press, the machine cannot start even we press the button in the machine. And then if we press the button in the web, the machine can start. And we can see the value in the web is changed according to the value from the PLC, and the log also update. Okay. We can see here the log activity and the status component is updated according data from database that sent from the PLC. Okay, next.
Okay, next, knowledge gained from this project, we gain several insights. First, we study the implementation of SCADA of a Schneider PLC to control machine sequencing and alarm. Second, we develop a facial recognition system to verify the operator identified before the machine can be started. In addition, we design a web-based SCADA that support a real-time monitoring, remote start-stop, and live camera monitoring. We also built a database to store machine activity and process history. And we successfully integrate the PLC database and web dashboard into a single SCADA CIM system capable of operating in real time. Next.
Okay, the conclusion of our project is the SCADA system for the CIM supply process station was successful implemented using the PLC Schneider as the main controller. And the face recognition system was successful integrated as a security requirement before machine operation. And the web application as a SCADA HMI was successful developed and can be accessed remotely via PC or smartphone, complete the start or stop control and live camera monitoring. And then the alarm system successful detect fault in each machine sequence and provides real-time notification to the operator. And the last, the database successful stores and log machine activity, operation status, and process history in the near real time.
Okay, thank you. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.